Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm John and this is a long overdue video. I've had a ton of work and other things to do, so I apologize many times. It's been a while since the last video. I've made the coffee and I'll have a sip. And first of all, or last I suppose, after the knife review I have a little sort of announcement or greetings or whatever to do, and for those of you who want to watch that, you do. Otherwise I'll just give you a hint when the review is over. And today, as we can see, it's a matter of a mass drop, or drop as they're called these days, and this is the X Ferrum Forge Gent knife, and then this has a bit of a history behind it, because in my country, which is Denmark, I can't buy a drop. They won't ship to me. So I for once participated in a giveaway. Usually I don't do that because I have normally plenty of knives, and I want to pass the things on to people who don't have as much. But this I couldn't get, so I asked my friend the knife beater, his logo is here, if it would be okay to participate in his giveaway, and he gave me his go ahead, and I was fortunate enough to win, which is amazing. And he even paid a rather expensive shipping my way, and I can't thank him enough. And once again, thank you, Jay. And with that, you have seen the pouch that it comes in, and has a little sort of, I don't know, is it a scarf or a cloth? And yeah, these things that you're not supposed to eat. Oh, out of focus, I guess. The cloth is here, and a nice pouch, very well stuffed if you're into that sort of thing. I don't use them that much, but nice to ship things in anyway. Let's put that away and have a look at the knife. And I'll show you the size in a little while, but you can see this I'll tell you, this is indeed a small knife, very straight up and down, no bells and whistles, more or less. And let's flip it. Blade, high flat grind, S35VN steel, not that much billboarding on the blade except for the mass drop logo and the steel designation. It's a titanium handle with G10 scales, and I'll try to show you that the G10 doesn't cover the titanium all, so the scales are a bit smaller than the handle, which gives that accent all around the titanium inside. Looking at the other side, we see a very deep carry pocket clip, and lots of room for materials underneath, and a very slim pocket clip, which makes it rather difficult to see that you're actually carrying a knife. A good thing in knife-scared places like mine, for instance. And otherwise scales look exactly the same. The clip can be switched over to these holes on the other side, so it is ambidextrous carry, which is also a nice thing. And very quickly, let's do measurements. Blade is roughly 7.5 centimeters, handle 9.8. Oh, and I'll just, since I have the inches on the caliber here, I'll just try to find which would be 2.9 inches of blade and 3.8 inches of handle. And it is also a very thin blade, and we might as well do that while we're at it, which is 0.12 inches, since we were at that, and that's 3.4 millimeters at the thickest place. But this is a very thin blade, as you can see, and it is very high grind, so very nice slicer indeed, and I can confirm that is indeed a very nice slicer. And a very quick size comparison. Not a big knife, as we can see, steel wheel cut jack, and Spyderco Delica, and more or less maybe in the size of a Spyderco Delica actually, if that gives you a reference. And of course a lighter, which we all know if we don't know any of the other stuff. So not a big knife, definitely small for what I would have preferred a year or two ago, but this is an amazingly nice little gentleman's carry and a very practical classical blade. Fits and sits very, very nice in hands. A little bit edgy perhaps because of the scales being a little bit smaller than the titanium, but really no big deal. Sits very nicely in hand, very light, which reminds me that we should do the weight while we have the chance. I'm just fidgeting around a little bit here. And 2.4 ounces, which would be 67 grams, which is quite nice, very light carry. And it is a light carry knife. Just for the ordinary EDC, I have carried it more than its share of time actually, because it is an amazing little knife in an environment where I don't actually have to use big knives. I like to take them sometimes, but this is, for all intents and purposes, all I really need. And now I just flipped it. It has an amazing action, really, really amazing. It's almost like it has a bit of a recoil when I flip it. The only thing I could fault it a little bit for is the flipper tab, which is without any sort of jimping. And sometimes I have a tendency, maybe it's just me, but I have a tendency to slide the finger across it when I'm not paying attention. Not a big issue, but that's the way it is. Really just, it's not drop shotty, but it definitely opens very, very fastly and quickly. Really a little, yeah, pocket rocket, definitely. And then this awesome little blade that is very, very sharp out of the box. Price is around $100 last time I checked, and it is only on drop, which of course sort of limits the competition. The knife is made by We Knives, which is always a good thing, and as I said, designed by X Ferrum Forge. Really not much else to tell about this, just a little handy work knife actually. Can't really fault the price. It's 35 VN and titanium scales for $100, but I do remember that they started up in a price range of $80, but got so popular that they actually put the price up at around 100 or even more at some point. And not much else to tell. I definitely recommend from here. I really enjoyed this a lot. Not very scary, not many bells and whistles, but there has to be room for some little classical pocket knives as well, and I enjoy it very much. So let's call this the end of the review, so to speak. This is also getting to the end of the year, and actually on this day, the 22nd of December, I would like to wish all my viewers a very Merry Christmas, and hopefully in the time between Christmas and New Year I'll have some time off to do another or two more videos. But so I wish you a Merry Christmas, and I would take the time to thank all of you, my subscribers, and those who commented and whatever on my channel. Thank you all so very much. I don't say this a lot, but I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm maybe not one of the most smooth talkers or anything. I'm definitely not one of the biggest channels, so every sub is special to me, though I don't tell you that very often. And for those of you who would like to and doesn't already, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. And once again, Happy New Year. Sorry. Happy Christmas, and have a nice day. Bye bye.